And this is what I mean when I say red pill men are in a state of delusion that cannot be fixed, and women need to know this. What is delusional about me saying the average man makes 50K a year? The average black man makes 47,900. If you add in white men or men of other races, it goes up to 65K. You can go to ssn.gov and see this for yourself. So most men don't get a financial prime. Like, I don't get what you don't get. Most men's value will not go up as they age because they will make the same amount as everybody else around them. You hit a value when you go above of that. You become the high value man. Don't you think if every man, like if 50K was the standard, don't you think every man would have the preference of women? Every man would be considered high value. It's called the high value man for a reason. They're not common. You have to work for it. It's not going to happen for every... Telling a man that all he has to do is be older for him to get any preference he wants is telling a woman at 21 that she can have 4 eyes, 6 legs, and she's going to get a high value man just because she's 21. It's more factors to it. And one of those factors to it is men having money, status, what women want, what women chase after. You just being 30 or plus, whatever prime years you guys have, is not going to get you the woman that you want. If that was the case, no men over 30 would be single. No men wouldn't dominate on dating apps. More women wouldn't have children than men. Like, these are just observations that you can just go outside and look at. Every man that makes 50K does not have a bunch of women dropping at his feet saying, I want to be your wife because you're going to create generational wealth. You're going to make me a housewife. That's not happening. That's not happening. You have to get off the coat machine. You have to get off the coat machine. You have to get off the coat machine, bro. Like, this red pill coat machine is actually scary a little bit. And before you hit me with it's a new fresh batch of 18-year-olds every day. Bro, 18-year-olds are not dating men in masses. Older men in masses is not happening. So even then, you still got to compete against the 18-year-old boy down the block. And yes, it's a fresh batch of 18-year-olds, but the birth rates are dropping. So it's going to be less and less women for you to choose from. You're going to be like 40 years old chasing after an 18-year-old because that's what you're trying to get. Women between the ages 18 to 25 or even 18 to 30. You know what? Watch this. So this calculator is calculated by the census. Any nationality or race, the ages 18 to 30. I'm going to include the height, and then I'm going to include exclude married or obese. This is not if she has, children or anything like that. The numbers get low.
Why would a woman choose you when she got better options?
I feel like I'm a decent option.
You may be decent, but you're not better. I said better. That means if you're not a better option, if you want better outcomes, you got to do the work. See, you want more than you're willing to work for. You don't even want to approach a woman. You think a woman should approach you. That's why you get nothing. You're sitting back entitled. I think I'm a pretty decent pick. Good. How's that working for you? Dick dry as hell. Never had a girlfriend, never had a date, and about to just run down how women send you bad energy.
I am on the ssa.gov website. So it has all of the money that men make over a certain age range. Updated and released in 2022, May, so a little bit over a year. So you see the age groups right there from 31 to 59, or I think it was that I can't even see over my phone in this thing. 20 to 59, right? And you see the different colors. So now we're going to go over to black men. I'm waiting for it to adjust. I don't know why my camera's acting weird. So guys, I don't know how good you can see it. I'm trying to zoom in, but as you can see, from ages 30 to 59, this is what the average black man makes. I don't see a financial prime here. This is what the average white non-Hispanic man makes. That's why when you add in them, it goes up to about 65K like the median. This is what the average makes. So more, but for them, it's not a prime. This is what the average Hispanic man makes. The only one I see who probably would get a financial prime is the Asian man between the ages 40 and 49. He cracks 6 figures. The average man does not crack 6 figures or get a financial prime. It's just not happening. And this is before taxes. I don't know what else. This is a government website. I don't know what else you need to know. Like, if this can't convince you that men don't get a financial prime, most men don't, nothing can. And this is the average. Meaning some people make below, like, and this is like, all right. You guys can sit in delusion. But one thing about me, I'm gonna just pull facts and receipts and pull you out of that delusion. That's why I got blocked on that other live, because I'm like, the average black man make this much. Who are you bagging and making a house? Oh, I'm sorry. Who are you bagging and putting to a housewife? Where? We want younger women to do what with them? Look at them, because you sure can't afford them. I'm 23. I want something. If I'm dating an older man, I want something nice. Or I'll just date the guy next door to me who has potential. So I don't know what value they obtain. Maybe they obtain value. And this is not a racial thing. Before y'all get in the comments, she just hate black men and she just hate this, that, and the third. This is not that. This is just reality. Like, it's not, I have nothing wrong with black men. I have a nice black boyfriend. It's just, I'm just not about to sit here and play la la land with y'all. Like, this not real. Hey, you guys, if you follow me, you know my content, and I think I'm at like the end of spreading my message. So if you know my content, you know I basically just say men are born at the wall. Men say that women hit the wall, men are born there. I give statistics, I give proof, I give a valid argument to back it up. I have been receiving death threats and insults back to back. Nobody has yet to say I was lying. Nobody has yet to say I was wrong. And it scares me because you guys say this to women every single day, and I'm saying exactly what you're saying to women back to you, and all of a sudden I got a DIE for it. Like, somebody literally came in my live last night and basically said, oh, unalive yourself, you NIGER. And my thing is, I'm starting to think, like, are men afraid of this getting out? Like I don't get it. Any woman can Google these facts. Like, I'm not lying on men at all. Almost all men do not get a financial prime. The average man makes $50K a year. They don't get a peak financial prime. They just make what everybody else makes. That's what the average man makes. That's not a lie. Men can only get the woman they want, their dream girl, if he obtains value to get her. That's not a lie, and most men won't. Look around. Most men are average. Most men get what they can. The woman their age. Only 20% of men obtain enough value to technically leave the wall, leaving the other 80% of men sitting there at the wall that they claim women hit. Women have to work too, not because she wants to, but women are now making the same amount as men, if not very close to it. So men have to go 50-50 with the woman just so they can survive. Most men are not getting their preference of women. It's literally not enough for them to go around. Women between my ages, 18 to 25, are 8.5% of the population. And then if you add in if she's childless, her race, weight, height, like, all of that stuff adds in, and the numbers get really, really low. Every man who wants it is not going to get it. Most men will settle or go overseas. That's a fact. The average man does not have a lot of dating options. That's a fact. Only 6-figure men or high value men, like super high value men, get a bunch of options and a bunch of women. Most men do not get a bunch of options. Women actually have more options at 30 than men usually have in their entire existence. That's a fact. There are triple the amount of men on dating apps than women. Dating apps than women of all ages, just between the ages 30 to 50 alone. Most men do not get enough options to only date their preference. Men are drowning in options to date women only between ages of 25 that are childless, that are compatible with them. They don't. But for some reason, me saying men are born at the wall and most men are born at the wall is where you guys draw the line.